Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? 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 How y'all doing? What it do, baby? What it do? Excuse me, just dealing with a little bit of cough here. Welcome in. Let's get these likes up. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We got a pretty interesting story. We got some beef in these streets, you heard? Make sure y'all tap in. Let me know where y'all are coming in from, man. We got beef in these streets. You heard? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Welcome in. Dominican Republic in the building. What's good? Who else is that? Dean, what up? Oh, no, DeAndre, sorry. Is it DeAndre? Yeah, DeAndre, what up? Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Tap in, tap in. I didn't let anybody know on live that on Instagram that we live, but whatever. People will catch up to it later. It's all good. Los Angeles, Grizz, what's good in Los Angeles? Welcome in. Let's give it like another minute or so. We're going to have a good live. I may have a good story for y'all later on today about something that happened with me today. So make sure y'all stick around for that. Is that North Cal? Welcome in. Let's give it another, let me say 1 minute or so. And then we about to get this thing going. We got some beef in these streets. Beef in these streets. Anthony Davis is not letting it go. He is not letting it go. Let me pull up this game schedule here while people trickle in. Toronto, Curacao. Shout out from Tulsa. Welcome in. I'm trying to pull up my NBA app real quick. Games Friday. Are the Lakers playing on Friday? Let me see. Yep. Lakers are playing on Friday. Berkeley, California. What up? Let's give it 15 more seconds. Boogie Down Bronx. Shout out to the BX. Las Vegas. I finally made it live. You here, man? We here. What did AD say? Now I'm gonna play it for y'all. Manhattan was good. What up, Charles? Oh, I'm kicking it off. Hey, yo, make sure we get up these likes, man. Let's try to get these likes as we're going up. Make sure we get these likes up to like as many as we can. We got 200 people in here. Let's get these likes up. All right, so let me get into it. So the Lakers are going to be playing against the Dallas Mavericks on Friday. As you guys know, Anthony Davis has been out for quite some time now with that injury that we did a live about, something towards like his lower part of his leg, his calf or something like that. We did a live about that. So anyway, I'm on the internet and I got a few updates for y'all. So I see this post. Matter of fact, let me share the post. No, well, I'll just show it to you. So I just saw this post from Bleacher Report that came out not too long ago. At least this now I'm seeing it. And it says, AD wants to make his return against the Lakers. You know what game I want to play in? No decision has been made. Let me play for y'all, then I'm going to play something else. So take a listen to this.
That's a real question. I want to make sure I got it. You know what game I want to play. I want to be sure. But, we'll see. We'll have a conversation, see what makes the most sense, with the medical staff and coaching staff and see, no decision has been made. So, obviously, we'd like to, but at the end of the day, the main thing is just get back on the floor, whether it's Friday or Saturday, whatever we discuss. Preference, would you rather play Friday or Saturday? That's a real question. I want to make sure I got it. You know what game I want to play. I want to be sure. But, we'll see. We'll have a conversation, see what makes the most sense, with the medical staff and coaching staff and see, no decision has been made. So, obviously, we'd like to, but at the end of the day, the main thing is just getting back on the floor, whether it's Friday or Saturday, whatever we discuss.
So that's what he said there. Now, I want to play something else because this is now all over SportsCenter. SportsCenter just posted it not too long ago. I want to show y'all something else. Look at what AD had to say about Nico Harrison, the firing of Nico Harrison. Take a listen to this.
Surprising, to all of us. I knew, at least players, knew what was happening. So it was surprising more than anything. Nico's my guy. Obviously, like you say, he played a huge part of, getting me here, and wanting me to, fulfill his vision in a sense, that he saw. So, it was definitely tough. Me and him had a conversation. Me and Patrick had a conversation. So I thought it was surprising, to all of us. No one knew, at least players, knew what was happening. So it was surprising more than anything. Nico's my guy. Obviously, like you say, he played a huge part of, getting me here, and wanting me to, fulfill his vision in a sense, that he saw. So, it was definitely tough.
So we'll play it again for the people when a little bit later. So AD is basically talking about he wants to make his return back to the Lakers, back to the court on Friday when they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. Guys, I don't know if you know this. The Dallas Mavericks are even worse than the Clippers. The only team worse than the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference is the New Orleans Pelicans. That's the only team worse than them. They have a 5-14 record. They have lost 7 out of their last 10 games. Kyrie Irving hasn't played a dribble of basketball this season. They just fired their general manager. And now Anthony Davis is talking about he wants to come back and play against the Lakers. Now, why is AD saying that? Beyond the fact that whenever a player gets traded, he goes and plays against his former team. He wants to put on a good show. We get all of that. But I still believe that AD feels like, there was somebody or there were more people that knew about that trade that are letting on. Too many NBA players have said that more people had to have known. Too many. Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, Jimmy Butler has said that he doesn't believe the story that they're saying. So many other players, Anthony Davis. Then, of course, we have the shadow conversation between the Morris twins, where Marcus Morris was talking about when he was on the phone talking to his brother, and then his brother is telling him that the Lakers and the Mavs about to make a trade, and then all of a sudden, his brother, he's like, oh my God, I'm in the middle of this, and they go, LeBron James wants you in that trade. We're like, wait a minute, I thought LeBron didn't know. I thought Rich Paul didn't know. So trust me, at the end of that, I think AD to this day still believes that some of these guys knew that this trade was going down. For the new people that are coming into the live, let me give y'all the update. So Anthony Davis wants beef in these streets, bro. AD wants to play the game against the Lakers. He says, you know what game I want to play. No decision has been made yet. AD wants to make his return against the Lakers, according to the Dallas News. Let me play his comments for y'all. For the new people coming in, let me play the comments for y'all.
Would you rather play Friday or Saturday? That's a real question. You want to make sure I got it. You know what game I want to play. As long as you should. But, we'll see. We'll have a conversation, see what makes the most sense. With the medical staff and the coaching staff and see, no decision has been made. So, obviously, we'd like to, but at the end of the day, the main thing is just get back on the floor, whether it's Friday or Saturday, whatever we discuss.
So you heard what AD had to say. And I don't think that AD's in the wrong for feeling this way. Hold on, let me read through some of these comments. Shout out to everybody in the live. Let's try to get these likes up to 150 likes, guys. Let me read through some of these likes. He said, is AD still with Clutch? I would assume so. If he left Clutch, I think we'd have heard news about the AD. Is that a real question? Look, first of all, let me also say this, and I'll read some more comments. I think so far we can say that the Lakers are winning this trade, right? I think that AD every single night, you watching the Lakers put on the show. Luka Doncic scored, 43 points last night, if I'm not mistaken. Their big three scored at least 25 points each. Luka, I think, had 43. Reeves had 31. LeBron had 25. You're looking at all of that, and he's like, bro, I could have been a part of that. But the fact of the matter is the Lakers had to make a decision. They had to get younger, So trading away Anthony Davis made a lot of sense. They had to get younger. So by that metric alone, they've already won that trade. Luka has been more available. They've won that trade in that aspect. And they're the number 2 seed in the Western Conference right now. We know the Dallas Mavericks have dealt with injuries and all of that. But nevertheless, the Lakers are winning this trade right now by a wide margin, by a very wide margin. And I don't know how AD and LeBron were going to work out because we'd already seen that thing for 6 years already? We already saw that movie. And we saw how it ended. They won the championship in the bubble under very unusual, unprecedented circumstances. Yes, they did that. But outside of that, that's all they've done. The rest of it has just been missing the play-in or missing the playoffs or getting knocked out in the first round or going to the conference finals, losing there. So, look, man, I think the Lakers made the right the decision. Let me see. Who said this? He said, okay, this is Lone Wolf said, just made logical sense that LeBron knew. No trade on any team he has ever been on, no coach that he has ever been fired has ever been done without LeBron giving the okay. He knew and probably initiated it. Well, if LeBron knew, let's just go with the thought process that he knew. I think that if LeBron knew and assisted in getting this trade done, LeBron would have essentially inadvertently pulled the lever to get his own ass shipped out of LA. Because that's essentially what happened. If he assisted in getting this trade done, thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to play with Luka Doncic. Luka's a fan of me. I like Luka, whatever. And me and Luka are going to try to run it up and see if we can win a championship or two. Well, he made a major miscalculation because the minute the Lakers got Luka, they completely pivoted. They were like, this is our guy going into the future. They pivoted so much so that they refused to give him a contract extension. So if he assisted in getting Luka to LA, and we know that he wasn't happy about the Lakers not extending him, then he may have shot himself in the foot. He may have shot himself in the foot. Somebody said, bro, hate King James always. Bro, I'm answering a question or a comment that somebody left. I'm just answering a comment. For the new people coming in, Anthony Davis wants all the smoke with the Lakers. And the Lakers are going to be playing again on Friday against the Dallas Mavericks, and he wants all the smoke. Now, unfortunately for AD, I think what's going to happen is if he attempts to play against the Lakers, I think the Lakers are going to smack the Dallas Mavericks. I think that's what's going to happen. I think this was. Oh, is my live freezing? 1 second, y'all. Am I good? Some people saying that my live is freezing. 1 second. Is it freezing? Put in one in the chat if I'm good or if it's not. Hold on, I want to see because some of these dudes be lying sometimes. Sometimes they be like, your mic is not working and nothing is wrong with my mic. Let me just see. You see? You see? Why y'all gotta do me like that? Some of y'all be like, why y'all gotta do me like that? Some of them, my mic will be working perfectly fine. Nah, bro, the mic don't work. Or turn up, the volume is off, the mute button is. I'm like, yo, bro, what are we doing? They be trying to sabotage me live. Speaking of sabotage, shout out to the 600 people we got in the building. We're going to get back to this AD story. Let me give y'all a story of what happened to me today. Make sure y'all get y'all popcorn for this. Also, before I start this story, I want to give a quick shout out to the Boogie Down Bronx. BX Borough, y'all are not going to be too proud of your boy today. So just bear with me. It's been a minute since I lived in the Bronx. It's been a hot minute. And I was a totally different brethren, when I was living there. So just bear with me with this story. I didn't got married. I didn't have me a kid. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. I'm thinking it's sweet. So let me give y'all a story. So what happened today? I'm going to the grocery store not too far from my house. And I'm going to get back to this 80s stuff. Let me just give y'all a story just to keep the vibes going since we family and all of that. So I'm going to the store. On my way out of the store, Now, this is Nigeria, so people drive any kind of way that they want. Anyway, I'm about to hit this intersection, which is like has one lane coming up this way, the other lane going down, only two lanes, and it's a very, very busy road, long, tight road. So I'm trying to like, I'm getting ready to turn because if I miss this moment that people are moving, I'm going to be here for a minute. So I blow my horn on this guy in front of me. This dude is creeping. I blow my horn again. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to stand here and wait for this long line. He don't move. So what do? I swerve around him. I'm in front of him, behind him. I swerve to the left because I don't know what he was doing. And I now try to cut the right because he was just crawling. I'm turning right. This dude now clips me on the back of my car. Right? And I hear like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the hell happened? I look back and I see the dude behind me's bumper like pulled off. And I'm like, you got to be joking. So I stop because I'm not going to run off, number one. Number two, we're in traffic. So I stop and I look through my rear window to see who it was. I'm thinking it's just one dude. I'm thinking it's just one dude. One dude hops out the car. Another dude hops out the car. I look back, there was another dude looking like he was about that. So it was three of them. So one dude comes to my window and he goes, yo, bro, bro, you hit my car. And I said to him, I said, how did I hit your car when your bumper is ripped off behind me? So we get into this back and forth. Now, for those of y'all watching this thinking, well, damn, son. I mean, why don't y'all just, call up the insurance company and figure it out? Well, brother, again, we in Nigeria and not everybody got insurance. So we're talking. And he's like, we're going to have to get this repaired. Mind you, I haven't shot any content for the day yet. I just went to the store because I want to get back to go do the shows for y'all. So he's like, let's go to the nearest mechanic shop, right? So he's like, let me ride with you. And I look at him, I'm like, but I don't know you. Now, I then realized in his mind, he thought that I was going to try to speed off and not pay for whatever happened. I looked at his face and saw that. Now, how did this dude look? To put it in American terms, he looked like a D-boy. Okay? Like a D-boy. So I told him, all right, cool, bro. Hop in the car. Your friends is behind me, whatever. So he hopped in the car, and I'm like, let me look for whatever it is. Then son says something very interesting to me. He goes, just slow down so my dudes behind me can catch up. I'm like, bro, the line is moving. So as we're turning, he goes, try to pull over for the street so all of us can talk. I said, you bugging. That is not going to happen, daddy. I'm going to stop. I don't know you from nowhere. And two other dudes who I don't know, I ain't got no knife on me. I'm not going to talk about a burner because I don't be having burners, but I got no knife. At the very least, nothing. No blade, no nothing. It's just my bare fists. I said no. So I started driving to a mechanic shop that I knew. But since it's not his neighborhood, do you know what this dude says to me in the car? He goes, where are you taking me to? I'm like, I'm looking for a mechanic shop so we can figure this thing out. He goes, are you trying to kidnap me? I'm like, bro, you got to be joking, bro. You're the one that wanted to come with me because you feel like I'm a run off. And now you're telling me with your grown ass that I'm trying to kidnap you. But apparently what he thought I was doing was I was going to take him somewhere else where some other dudes that I knew were to do whatever. Luckily for him, I don't really know people around like that in my neighborhood. I don't really know people like that. So he's lucky. Long story short, I call up my friend who's in town or whatever. I'm like, yo, this is the problem. He knows a lot of the stuff when I need stuff handled. Like, he's like, all right, cool. I'm going to come meet you. Then this dude decides that he wants to turn into Tupac Shakur. I swear to you, this is a true story. He thought he was going to turn into Tupac Shakur because I'm speaking with my natural New York accent. He now trying to mimic me. He like, oh, he thinks I'm trying to show him that I'm tough. Meanwhile, I'm just talking. So he's now like overcompensating. And I'm like, bro, we're trying to solve an issue for a bumper. This is not like who's tougher than who moment. This is a moment of let's try to figure this out. Long story short, he starts trying to like, yeah, we're going to go over here. We're going to go over here. I'm just looking at the dude like, yo, bro. So we finally go to the place. We park. I'm like, he's like, can I call my friend? I'm like, call him with your phone. He's like, I left my phone in the car. I was like, yo, bro. He's like, can I use your phone? I'm like, go ahead, use my phone. He calls his friend. His friend comes. No, his friend is on the way. My guy pulls up first. Let me tell y'all what happened. My dude pulls up first. I'm sitting in the car with this dude because he thinks I'm going to run off. And I got my hand like on the ignition. He puts his hand on the ignition like he thought I was going to like try to take the key out and run. And at that point, I said to myself, Boogie Down Bronx, I let you niggas down, bro. Forgive me. Forgive me. Anybody that's watching this from the Bronx, forgive me. Forgive me. I did not represent properly today for somebody that grew up in the Bronx. Because had that been the old me, I'm snuffing you on the spot. Immediately. But then I said to myself, bro, am I about to get into a fight with somebody in my car? Nah, that don't make no sense. So we get out the car. My friend comes. He's talking to my friend now in his own language, like in their own different language outside of English. So they're talking. And this dude is like, yeah, man, and he's going to pay. And I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, at a certain point, I said to him, I said, bro, you're doing a lot of talking right now, man. I started to get angry. Long story short, his other friend came. We figured it out. We sorted out how to pay for his bumper. All of this happened today. This was my story. Boogie Down, please don't revoke my membership. Today I let y'all down, but I have never been in a situation like that, and I did not know how to handle. This dude was talking about 1 minute I'm trying to kidnap him. The next minute he talking like he want to fight. I didn't know what to do. So please forgive. He said revoked. Fuck you, man. Yo, shout out to Stump, man. Shout out to you, man. He said revoked. Fuck you, man. Yo, shout out to you. Oh my God, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. That was funny, man. That was a funny comment. Shout out to what's his name who left that comment. Who said that? Shout out to Stump, man. That was funny. But anyway, so that's the story, man. It was a crazy day. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know how to. I have never been in a situation like that in my life. I didn't know how to react, bro. He said you let America down. Bro, I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what, I'm like, do I fight this dude? But he's talking greasy, but then he's talking about I want to kidnap him, and he's like, can we solve this? I'm like, yo, how do I handle this situation? I don't know what to do. I was so confused, bro. I was so confused. But anyway, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Trust me, if y'all was in that situation, y'all would have been a little bit confused too. It's not like in the States, somebody hit your car, okay, we're going to deal with it insurance. We're not going to start fighting. This situation, man, I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to. He said, bro, just want a hug from Braun, not you. He said, with the one, bro, I didn't know what to do, man. I did not know. Because I'm like, if I hit this dude, he could say I assaulted him. So I was confused. I didn't know how to figure that situation out. I think I did the best thing to get out of it. Oh, funny part. His man pulls up. And his man is super cool. Super cool. He's like, yeah, man, let's just try to resolve the situation, this and this and this. The dude is super cool. He's like, yeah, man, it's all good. Let's exchange numbers. So he's like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, you seem cool. We can exchange them, whatever. His friend goes, that same dude. So you're gonna take my friend's number without getting my permission? I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta be kidding me, right? The dude didn't know if he wanted to beef Like, if you wanted to fight me or be friends with me. I swear to God. At the end, when I was leaving, he's like, you see, and I even watched basketball. I'm like, yo, what is this? What is this? I swear this is a true story. True story. But anyway, back to the live, man. I just wanted to entertain y'all. He said you ran into a scam. Nah, he wasn't a. Was he a scam? Nah, he thought I was trying to scam him by running off. And I'm like, I'm not following three dudes somewhere, and I'm the only one here, and I have no form of protection. That ain't happen. Like, you got to be boo boo the fool. Like, I'm not doing that. So that's what ended up happening. What the hell is going on? He said we woke now. Okay. Appreciate you, man. We woke now. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Actually, you just helped me because I had to pay for that bumper. So appreciate that for helping me out, man. I appreciate that. Anyway, thanks for the love. Thanks for the love and the support. Let me show y'all. So this is what AD had to say. So this is the post here from Bleacher Report. AD wants to smoke, and I'm gonna play it for y'all. Just a second.
That's a real question. You know we can't want to play. But we'll see. We'll have a conversation. See what makes the most sense. With the medical staff and coaching staff and see, decision has been made. So, obviously, we'd like to, but at the end of the day, the main thing is just get back on the floor, whether it's Friday or Saturday, whatever we discuss.
Preference, would you rather play Friday or Saturday?
That's a real question.
I want to make sure I got it.
We can't want to play.
As long as we should.
But, we'll see. We'll have a conversation, see what makes the most sense. With the medical staff and coaching staff and see, decision has been made. So, obviously, we'd like to, but at the end of the day, the main thing is just get back on the floor, whether it's Friday or Saturday, whatever we discuss.
So you heard what Anthony Davis had to say. He feels a type of way about the Lakers, but I think the Lakers did what was in the best interest for them. I think they did what was in the best interest for them. And AD can't really be mad at this point because AD has not even been healthy. It's not like as if you've been healthy and you're balling out and you're showing the Lakers like, look, this is what you're missing. The Dallas Mavericks are like a top 6 seed in the West. It's none of that. So I know AD is pissed off, but like, to be honest with you, I don't really think AD should be that. Like, come on. And it's over with, man. It's over. We're never going to know. We're never going to know. And we don't even know if he's going to play in that game. We don't even know that. Let me read through a few comments, what some people are saying. He said you did the right thing. If multiple people are there, your odds of winning is very slim. Well, the thing is, bro, like, what I've learned is that if I'm in a place that I'm not sure of what the variables are, then you got to be very careful. You got to be very It's not like as if I'm in the States and something happens in an area where I know people and I know what's going on. Like, yo, I can call some. That happened to me once. Once I was in the Bronx, had an issue with this kid. Next day, I'm like, we're going to go see him. So I didn't just go by myself. I called some of my friends. Yo, let's go. That's different. In this case, I'm dolo, number one. Number two, I don't have any form of defense on me. Even when he was in my car, all I was looking at was his pockets to see, does he have anything on him? No. All he had was a little drink or whatever the hell he was drinking. So for me, I got to be smart. I don't know what they got in their car. I don't know any of that. I'm not going to be macho man and then pull over and I'm with three. I don't know what they got. So sometimes you just got to be smart. And I'm happy that I got out of that situation smoothly because things could get tricky. But I wanted to give you all a story, a real story, what happened today. So just to entertain y'all. Let me read a few more comments. He says, Suzette is punching the air right now. He says, what did you pay? His fault. Now, what ended up happening was it ended up becoming a waste of my time. You know, sometimes when you're in a situation and after a while, you just want it to be done with because it's becoming like a waste of time. Like, I hadn't shot any content and this dude is going on. And I'm like, yo, at a certain point, I'm like, yo, bro, let's figure this out. How much? I was like, it was like $100. like $100. I'm like, bro, let's just figure this out and be done with it. Like we're going back, like we're wasting time here. And he just kept on going on and on and on and on and on. He wasn't going to fight, but he wanted to keep talking. And I'm like, yo, bro, we're wasting time. We spent almost an hour and a half on that. You can't waste. I'm not going to waste my whole day with you, like arguing over a bumper, right? Like if we're not going to solve it, then let's just move on. If we're not going to move on, then like, what are we doing here? It was just starting to become a waste of time at that point. What else? He said, did Clutch send the black vans after you? Bro, I don't know what happened, man. He said it's good that it happened to AD for being a Lambon. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. He said, I lost all respect for AD after I saw him get wheelchaired out the arena in an effing wheelchair for a love tap. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. He said, hell nah, time is money. Exactly. Now, after a while, bro, you like, come on, like, if we didn't resolve the situation, it was, come on, like, you talking about I'm kidnapping you, like, come on, bro, knock it off. Like, knock it off. It was pretty weird. Somebody said, doesn't sound like declaring war once again. You're exaggerating. Okay, how you want me to say? AD says he looks forward to playing the Lakers on Friday. You want me to say that? When you go into the movie theater and they previewing the movie, what you want them to say? We have a great movie on the way. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to love it. Get ready for it. Come on, man. Knock it off. You also got to get people's attention. Like, what you want me to just say? Oh, 80 can't look forward to play the Lakers. Pull up. He said, hell nah, time is money. He said, you put AD with Luka in LA, no LeBron. AD cannot be healthy, man. That's the problem. He says, if your nickname is Street Clothes, you don't have any leverage for yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. You said Bron got to take AD out for the sake. But to be honest with y'all, man, even if it was LeBron that did it, AD being gone from the Lakers, he did him a favor. Now, obviously, he was a great defender, and we get all of that. But that whole AD and LeBron thing, the Lakers had already seen that, man. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. So the Lakers had to do something different. Yo, what is going on tonight with all of these big ballers? What is going on? Oh, my goodness. Yo, what is happening? I think y'all are feeling sorry for me for this story that happened at the damn with this guy today. Who is this? This is from Mam 7. Y'all are balling tonight, man. He said it's better for them to stay. There he goes. Then it's better for them to say, there he goes, than there he lay. Good job for using your common sense. Thanks for the share. Appreciate it. Yo, appreciate the super chat, man. I appreciate that. No, sometimes, guys, we have to use you know what I realize, man? The male ego is a dangerous thing. Your ego will have you doing things you have no business of doing. And another thing, you want to know if you have a good woman? A good woman will try to keep you out of this kind of mess. A good woman will try to keep you out of nonsense. A bad woman should be egging you on. Oh, why you ain't do nothing? Why didn't you hit him? A good woman will keep you out of. I called my wife to tell her, because I didn't have enough cash on me at the time, so for her to like send me some cash to pay the dude. And I explained the story to her. She's like, just pay it and resolve it. Just pay it and resolve it and go home. That's a good woman. A good woman wants to de-escalate a situation. They'll be the first ones telling you, please. So if you have a woman that, if you find yourself about to get in a sticky situation and she's pushing you to leave, you got yourself a good woman. If you got a woman that's pushing you in to go do some nonsense, you have a terrible woman. Terrible. Because if anything happened, it ain't going to happen to her. It's going to happen to you. So I appreciate my wife for basically, even when I got home and I was explaining the story to her, she was just like, sometimes you just got to, you got to look past these things. So, grace of God, man. He said, that's just like 4 wives. Another guy said, Blazer, we all need one of each. Another guy said, Messi getting balloon door stole. He says, facts. Oh, God, I got to read this comment. He said, facts. A good white girl Nah, I'm. Yo, who said that? That's Blazer RPT. He said facts. A good white girl. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. Do not even put me in. Don't even try to push me into that one, bro. Do not even push me into that one. What else he said? He said, Kalex, crawl back in your sticky basement and shut. Who's Kalex? Ah, this dude right here. Okay, I got it. He said, you don't. Okay, I think they're getting that Kalex in the comment section. So, bro, so guys, so this is the story, man. He says, AD is in business with LeBron. What is AD talking about? Y'all remember that game when the Lakers went to go play against the Mavs in Dallas? I think, the game where Luka came back. You remember AD and LeBron had that kind of like funny exchange on the sideline, like not the side during the game when he kind of gave him like this kind of side eye, like this kind of weird thing or whatever. There was this little kind of weirdness about it because I think AD genuinely loved being a Laker and loved being in LA. AD did, I think, a YouTube show or something of his house in LA or something like that. I don't know how much he spent for that house. It got to be, what, $40-50 million? I don't know how much he spent for that house. But AD strikes me as somebody, even though they were destroying him in the media, even though every time the Lakers lose, they're blaming it on him, even though he would always get injured, he still seems like he loved to be in LA. That's number one. Number two, I genuinely believe AD didn't have a problem playing second fiddle to LeBron. And that is one of the problems, because that is the total opposite personality the Lakers would need to go forward. I said this in 2021, where people were talking about AD is going to be the future of the Lakers. I said, no, he's not. He's too much of a follower. He loved to follow LeBron James. It's not like, okay, you don't want to learn from him, fine. But he wants to follow him. Luka, on the other hand, is a fan of LeBron James, but Luka, not that he even wants to take the lead. Luka already took over the team. Last night he took, 28 shots? Luka don't care. No one is having a conversation like, oh, Luka, you really have to take over. Luka don't care. So AD just strikes me as somebody that was content being on the Lakers. They can try to win it this year. They don't win it this year. They're going to blame me, but hey, at least I'm in the Laker jersey. I'm in LA, so it's all good. That's how it strikes me, because he still seems too bitter about this situation. He said, didn't you say LeBron was going to ruin LA's flow? First of all, I think we got the show that dropped a few hours ago where I gave LeBron James his credit in that show. I said, to LeBron's credit, he is playing well. I said that. But guys, or Meezy F Baby, the Lakers haven't been playing the best of competition since LeBron has got back. They played the number 11/12 Utah Jazz 2 times. We also played the Clippers, who are a total disgrace. He played them with Kawhi Leonard and his insane ass. Look what Kawhi Leonard said today. Let me show y'all the post of Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard got some nerve, man. Let me play it for y'all. Look at what Kawhi Leonard said. Look at this.
Unfortunate circumstances, like you said, you missed time. Brad's been out for the year, but in previous seasons, that hasn't been totally abnormal for this group to have guys in and out, and they've still kind of found ways to stay around 500 or above 500. What do you think's the difference with this group, where it's been such a struggle to kind of sustain some of the blows you guys have taken early?
Just got to get the right lineups on the court, I guess. Get some more talent, play with better talent, and see what happens.
You say get more talent. Is that like internally, externally?
I'm saying like playing better. Like we all just got to play better, make shots, move the ball a little bit more, trust one another, and just get better.
This man said they need to get more talent. Kawhi Leonard, you are the talent. The talent that the Clippers want you to get, or you want the Clippers to get, you are the talent, Brody. You're the one that just came off of missing 11 straight games. James Harden is pretty much putting up all NBA numbers right now. What do you mean? What do you mean they got to get more talent? What do you mean? Like, you're not even playing. You're talking about they need more talent. So they're going to get more talent so you can sit on the bench and watch them play. Like, Kawhi used to be my favorite player, but I just lost the passion for it, man. It's like being a Kawhi Leonard fan is almost like not being a basketball fan because you know you're not going to watch him play. You know you're not going to watch him play. So him making these comments, so back to the Clippers versus the Lakers, the Clippers aren't a good team. The Clippers right now, guys, the Clippers are the 13th ranked team in the Western Conference. Not taking anything away from the Lakers, but I would like to see how this team plays against some of the better teams in the NBA. Like the Warriors, who are kind of 500 right now. I want to see how they play against the Wolves. I would like to see how they play against the Rockets. I think they can beat the Spurs. I'm interested to see how they play against the Nuggets. The Thunder, they don't even need to play against them because the Lakers are not better than the Thunder. So there's no point in even doing that, right? But until they start playing better teams, then we'll really know how good this team is because the teams they've been playing are well below 500 teams. But nevertheless, I still said that LeBron played well. He played well. And to me, it looks like he is accepting the role of being the third option, which will work. I still have the fear, though, however, that I don't like that starting lineup. I don't like Reeves. I don't like this combination of Reeves, Luka, and LeBron. I could be wrong, but I just don't like it. JJ Redick has decided that Jared Vanderbilt is not going to be getting a lot of minutes. That's his decision. Thank God Marcus Smart still plays minutes. So that's my thing. He's fine. LeBron seems to be making a concerted effort to fit in. Now, if he starts trying to stat pad and all of that, something else. He only took 15 shots the last game, and I gave him credit in the last video that we dropped. He said the Clippers got Bell. Of course they did. Of course they did. I mean, I picked the Lakers to win that game. Who was on the live last night asking me this? I said the Lakers are going to win that game, and I picked them to win. The Clippers aren't any good, man. I still maintain they got to blow up that roster. If you want, keep James Harden and just find a way to ship all of the rest of those guys. Matter of fact, send Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto if you can. Send him back to Toronto. He says Smart's defense is needed. I think it is. He says it's Kawhi quoting LeBron James. He said LeBron ducked his first year as a Laker because he knew he sucked. Luka and Austin backcourt not going to work in the playoffs. Luka and Austin Reeves not going to work in terms of what, though? Offensively, they're averaging over 60 points a game. 60 between two players are giving you 60 points. Now, to the gentleman's point, this is Mr. X or whatever. He said, no, not him. No, it wasn't him. Sorry. It was, I think, Gilio Smith. He said, Luke and Austin Reeves backcourt not going to work. Now, I want to get to this point of this gentleman here that he said, because he brought up something that's worth pointing out. I noticed that there was a real drop-off in Austin Reeves' production last year in the playoff. His effectiveness. He wasn't as effective in the regular season as he was in the playoffs, and this year is going to be the test. This year is going to be the test because in the playoffs, things get a lot harder. I remember Marcus Morris Sr., 1 year for the Clippers was shooting like 45% from the three. He got to the playoffs against the Dallas Mavericks. He couldn't even hit the damn backboard. And I was like, what happened? I'm like, that's playoff basketball for you. So you bring up a good observation. We're going to have to see if Reeves can deliver. That's a fair assessment. Luka, on the other hand, Luka going to get his, bro. Don't forget, Luka did go to the finals. He said, I remember Dreamer saying Kawhi reminded him of, he did. His playing style, yes, he did. Kawhi was a two-way player. He had a mid-range pull-up. He had the fadeaway. He did. I don't think what I said about that was controversial. Even ESPN did a piece on that. Playing style, yes, they were similar. Not exactly, but I don't think I was saying something that wasn't obvious. Kawhi does. He patented his game after Kobe. So, yes, of course, he's going to remind me a little bit about of Michael Jordan. I don't think I'm lying. I don't think that's something that people will find to be controversial. Somebody said offensively, yes, but defensively, no. Well, that's my concern. Are the Lakers going to be able to play lockdown defense? And the equation that everybody's trying to solve right now is OKC. Can they solve that equation? Because if they can't, there's no point even having this conversation. No point whatsoever. No point whatsoever. So, guys, look, man, I think we had a lot of fun. I'll answer about three to five more questions. So if y'all have questions, just drop them. You don't need to super chat, nothing like that. Drop your questions or your comments, and I'll read a few of them, and then we're going to get up out of here. He said, Kawhi used to be a glimpse of Kawhi Michael LaJordan, okay. Somebody said, what I missed, man? You missed a whole lot. He said, the team I constructed on the Lakers now, however, we don't know what trade they're going to do to make. Okay. Appreciate the comment. He said, Draymond is a bum. I would agree with that. He said, what up, dog? Shout out to you. Welcome in. And I'll read one more. Drop one more comment. I'm going to read it and then we out of here. One more comment. Do you think the Rockets can challenge OKC and Denver in the West? Yes, I do. I think the Rockets can be good this year. Let's see if they can get their point guard back. Anyway, guys, appreciate you guys for being a part of the live, man. And we definitely going to catch y'all later, man. Y'all have a good one. God bless. God bless. Thank y'all.